Hey everybody, Ron here with Solo Operative Games. Today we are bringing Wayfarers of the South Tigris to my table. This is the latest trilogy, first game in a new trilogy by Shem Phillips and Sam McDonald of Garfield Games. Yeah, I'm so excited. I've been looking forward to this for a while. Kickstarted it I think it was about 6 months ago, maybe a little longer, I don't know. It wasn't supposed to be delivered till December, the estimate, and it came in November. So awesome job to them running a successful campaign and delivering to their backers. It should be in retail very soon. Time for Christmas, I bet. If you like Architects, Vikings, Paladins, and any of the other North Kingdom games, West Kingdom games, you're going to love this one. This one is all about some dice drafting. Not drafting, but dice. It's not drafting, but dice mechanics. We're going to place dice as actions. We have a little bit of worker placement. And we've got a little bit a lot of tableau building. Now I'm going to talk about this game as far as like difficulty and the type of game it is. It's not as heavy as Paladins. I'd put it more on the difficulty of Vikings if you've played any of the West Kingdom games. However, at the very beginning, this game suffers from one tiny little flaw for new players, and that is there is a ton of information to show you right at the very beginning. Most games, like you get a hand of cards and maybe that's your variability, right? Or like a display of cards to buy or something. This game has not one, not two, not three, not four, but 5 decks that we are going to flip over 4 cards each from those decks. And you're also going to roll your dice, and it's going to offer a lot of variability. Each of these 3 game boards is multi-sided and you can flip it over. Each of these little tiles is randomized, the 10 tiles on there. So there is just a ton of information to take in at the very beginning when you're formulating a strategy to go throughout the game. So you need a little bit of, especially when you're teaching this to new players, I would recommend doing like this where I haven't flipped over any cards at all and let people study this part of the board before they even look at the cards. And you can see, okay, well, I can get some coins here, and then maybe I need to get a yellow tile, and then I go for a vista, and then maybe I'm going for some stars. You kind of map out a path along the journal board towards the end, because this is when the end game is triggered, when somebody reaches the end of the journal track. If you get stuck, like say you get here and you don't have 2 harbors or 3 stars, it can really bog down the game where you feel like you've got no good actions to do. Journal's not everything. There's a lot of points, a lot of rewards, but it just makes it feel like I'm stuck. Like I can't remember where my wife was, but we were at a point where I think she was here and she needed meteors. No, this was me. I needed meteors or library. Not a single meteor card had come out in the entire deck the whole game. And I had 1 library, the starting one that you get on your thing. And I was like, what do I do? And I'd shot ahead and then I was just trapped. And that's bad planning on my part. I should have looked ahead and said, okay, well, I've got this coming up. If I don't have those, I better find them or divert to the south, something like that. So that's the first reveal. Now let's actually get into the cards. We're going to look at them one at a time. First deck up here is the Townsfolk. So let's go ahead and flip a few of those. All right, we've got a Wanderer. He attaches to an observatory and is going to let you trade a provision for coins. And he is a promo character. I do have a few promo cards that came with the game in play here. Vigilante plays on a Vista, just going to give you a choice of rewards when you do that Vista's action. Here we've got the Enforcer that goes in an open water and just gives you something when you take your rest action. Pretty cool. And then we've got a Translator who also goes on an open water, gives you some guild influence when you rest. So looking at those, yeah, I'm not really formulating a strategy yet. I do like provisions, so the Enforcer is kind of top of my list right now. All right, let's go and look at the space cards here. All right, so we've got some meteors coming out right away. Meters are worth a few points, but if you have the most meters of anyone in the game, they're all worth 4. Every card that says it is worth 4, so it can be pretty lucrative. Got some kind of planet here. It gives you points for more planets. Some stars that are going to reward a point for every city you have, and then some more stars are going to reward you for black upgrade tiles. Okay, so pretty open there. You can go pretty much any strategy there. let's move down to the land tiles. So this is a vista that whenever you take a star, you put influence out on a card. This vista is whenever you take a vista, you're going to get a coin. That's cool. Another vista, okay. You can see card distribution here, which is really cool, this little thing, if you notice it. Half the land cards are vistas, half are cities. For the blue cards, half are harbors, half are open water. For the planet cards, more than half are stars. The sun and the moon are one each. A few meteors and very few planets. You can find libraries on both cities and harbors. You can find observatories only in cities. All right, so this one is another promo card. Whenever you take an upgrade tile, you get a provision. That is pretty cool. And then the last one here is a vista that whenever you take a library or a observatory, you get to take a worker off the board. So all vistas. So that one that gave me a point per city, maybe really not in our future. All right, here we got a harbor with a library. It gives us an action to journal. We've got an open water that's just going to give us an endgame scoring card. That's cool. We've got another open water that's going to let us hire a townsfolk for free. And then lastly, a harbor that gives us an action to just take some influence and some provisions. Okay, well, we've got this enforcer that needs an open water, and there's some good open water cards here. We can even take the open water that would let us then get an enforcer. All right, so we've got the last deck here, the bonus cards. These multiply your scoring of your space cards. This one you want a lot of upgrade tiles. This one you want a lot of libraries. These cards are so far away. This one you want a lot of water cards. And this one you want a lot of extra coins at the end of the game. All right, so that is the big reveal. You can see there's a lot of data out. And if you try and take a new player and right now start explaining the rules, they're just going to get distracted and look at all these cards and everything. So I would wait until all the rules have been explained and they're about to start, and then do it as I did and reveal one at a time. Okay, let's talk about the solo game. For me, I'm going to play just like normal. No changes really at all, other than if I have an influence on a card and the AI wants that card, I can pay a coin or provision to say, nope, you have to take the next card. That's all. The only thing different about my game for the solo. For the AI, they've got a deck of only 6 cards. This is a new mechanic that Shem's using for the South Tigris series. The next one, Scholars of the South Tigris, uses a very similar mechanic where they're going to draw cards. Half of them are red, half of them are blue. And as soon as they have a turn, the start of their turn where they have 3 of the same color, so it might be 3 cards, it might be 4, it might be 5. As soon as they have 3 of the same color, they take their rest action and move on, and then they reshuffle. And it's amazing with just such a simple deck that they can play, and so powerful and have a lot of strategy and everything. They're also going to rotate around this, like, it's not really a rondelle, but just a rotational track that kind of makes decisions about what they do. They have their own little meteor track here that just helps us for endgame scoring to know if we have more meteors than them. And then they're going to take all their upgrade tiles and put them on this little track here to get some bonus actions, and then scoring at the end of the game. Yeah, I think we're ready to go. So we are the first player. And we kind of looked at that and we said, yeah, I really like this combo of this open water that'll let us immediately take that, either the translator or the enforcer for free, so that our rest actions are more powerful. I really like that. So let's go ahead and dive right in. I need to roll my dice here at the beginning. The AI does not use dice. They just have their influence and they have workers. They don't use money or provisions either. Then instead they move around the track. Oh, I forgot to mention there are, on the back of each one of these, there is an AI card. And all of them are slightly different, you can see. And they have like a primary action. This one wants to collect a lot of bonus tiles. This one wants to collect a lot of townsfolk. There's one that wants to collect a lot of space cards, and one that just wants to journal like crazy. So there's 4 things. There's not a difficulty setting, but I suppose after playing the different AIs a certain number of times, we're going to find that certain primary action AIs are easier to beat than others. And maybe that's kind of how your difficulty setting. It's like, well, if you want a really difficult game, play the journal one or something, because he's hard or something. I don't know. let's get started. I've got a 1, a 5, and a 6. The very beginning, 1s and 6s are the most powerful because they actually have assets and can be used to do more powerful actions. 1s have camels, 6s have telescopes. You can see that I have actions that need boats and pigeons that I don't have access to yet. Kind of. Over here in the blue guild, I can spend my blue influence, if I have it, to add a boat asset to any die. So I technically have a boat if I need it. The yellow one lets you manipulate your dice, so you can plus or minus 2 on those. And then the black guild, when you journal, you can spend an influence to journal twice. So they're pretty powerful up there in the black guild. But seeing as I have a 1 and a 6 and I wanted a water card, I am going to need to spend this influence to get a boat. And I'm going to go and stick it on the 5, and I will put that right here. And to do this action, I'm going to need 2 provisions. Well, the game's starting me with 2 provisions, 3 money. There it goes. And now I get to pick any water card I want. So I will go ahead and take this one. Water gold goes to the right, land to the left. Makes it a little bit difficult to play because if you focus on land and your opponent over here focuses on water, I'm saying like in a 2-player game, you're gonna have to slide your deck, your tableau out a little bit. So that's a little bit of a bummer and that's also why you can't have a play mat, right? Because it would have to be like this long to hold all your cards if you the different directions that you go. Anyway, so we put our water here. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna look for any lightning bolts here and see what they align with on the previous card. This one gives me a yellow influence, so I get one of those. And it's also going to give me nothing. All right, that's the only lightning bolt that one had on it. You can see this one had none. This one had 2 and 2, so there we go. And then we'll do the action, which is hire a townsfolk for free. So we'll go ahead and grab the enforcer. He's only cost 1 coin normally, so he may be weaker, seen as weaker than the translator, but I really like to get provisions over a black influence. So I'm gonna take him. He tucks under an open water, so we'll just go ahead and throw him right there. And now you can see when I rest, I'm gonna get to journal, get a coin, get a move a guild influence, and get a provision. Cool. Alrighty. That's our whole turn. At the end of the turn, we refill any deck that we did. This is a harbor that gives you another action that just gives guild influence and a coin. So both kind of weaker on that aspect, unless you're going for tons of guild action points, I guess. Influence. All right, this is a fisherman. He just attaches to a harbor and gives you a coin whenever you do that action. So basically, it's a coin discount, assuming any of these cost coins, but they don't. I actually might want to attach him to, oh no, I could put him under the starter harbor. Okay, so the AI, let's see how he works. He's gonna flip over his top card. Whatever number's at the top, that's how far he moves this little tracker. And then he tries to do the top action, which is place a green worker. He does not have a green worker. They're unlocked as you journal. So there's nothing to do. So he's gonna instead do the brown action, which is his primary action, which is hire a townsfolk. To look at which townsfolk he has, we're going to add up the last 2 card numbers, so 2 plus 0 is 2. And then we have a little chart here. He's looking for a green card. 2 is the second from the right. So he takes his vigilante. All he's going to do, let me move his things up a little bit, is just put them face down on the side of his board, and he gets various amounts of points for each of the different cards. That's all he does. His actions are super quick. But you can see, he was going to take that townsfolk that I wanted. If I didn't get them, they were going to be gone. So that's cool. The new one that came out is a messenger. It adds a pigeon to any city or harbor die. So that's pretty cool. And if you put them on the ones that let you take yellow and blue cards, you can draw off the top with the pigeon. So that's cool. Okay, it's coming back to me. I've got a 1 and a 6. A 1 would let me take a yellow card, but I have no provisions, so I can't do that. A 6 would let me journal, and journaling right now is actually pretty good. I'd get a green worker and some money or some influence. And I also have yellow and blue workers. They can go on any of these cards. In this game, workers do not belong to you. So if I put one out there, I can do the action, and it blocks this action for anyone else doing it. But then whoever drafts this card gets the worker. It comes with the card. So that's a cool mechanic that this game has. And I do need provisions, so I could go there. but I think I want to journal early because I can get the green workers. Let's do that. I'm going to put this 6 on hit this action. It has a telescope, so it's allowed to go there. Oh no, that's the wrong one. I need a pigeon to journal early. This is take a space card. Space cards cost between 3 and 5 coins, so I could take that comet over there. But no, I need to get a pigeon is what I need to get. So, well, I could go get an upgrade tile. This one gives me a pigeon. This one gives me a pigeon. That one gives me a pigeon. Can't get a black upgrade at the moment, right? I could spend a 6. Take a black upgrade. They cost me all 3 coins that I have. Now I think let's just go here and get this one. So this gives me 2 provisions. And it gives me a blue influence. So that replaces the one I spent earlier. And that's the end of my turn. Okay, AI is going to go 0 spaces. He's going to try and spend a green or a blue. He only has blue. And again, we're going to add to determine where he puts it. He's going to put it on the second one. Well, I've already put it there, so he keeps going to the right. He gets there. All right, this one gives him a blue upgrade tile. He's going to take the second one here. There are 2 of every tile, but there's nothing reserved for you. There's no saying that he could take both of the same tile and I'd be out of luck getting it. But this first one's going to go down here and it's going to give him a black influence. And then he's going to get a influence on a card. He wants to put it on space cards based on this black color. And again, with the number 2, he puts it on that one. So when there's an influence on a card, if I want that card, I've got to pay him a coin or a provision to do anything with that card. That's put a worker there, take a worker off, or draft the card. Okay, that's the end of his turn. So it goes back to us. Yeah, I've got the 6. I think we could do this. Let's put the 6. Trying to figure out if any of these are really nice. Because I have the provisions now, so I could go get one. Maybe I will. So let's go there. 1 has a camel, so I'm good. I'm going to have to spend 2 provisions. And I'm going to get a coin and a land card. Which land card I want? Could go with the promo. I'm about to take an upgrade tile, likely. Yeah, let's grab this one. So that one goes right there. And it immediately gives me a coin. That's cool. And now anytime I take an upgrade tile for the rest of the game, I get a free provision. So I'm going to be stocked with provisions. This one's giving me a provision. I've got a provision when I rest. It's all great. All right. AI player is going, he's got a red card. So he's going 2 spaces, 1, 2. And he's going to spend 2 black if he had it. He does not. So instead he adds a black and he hires a townsfolk. He's going to hire the second one from the right. And that's the end of his turn. Okay. New one is just attaches to cities and harbors. Gives you stuff. Very similar to this one did. This probably should have slid down after I took it. But this is a Vista. Another Vista. No cities coming out. Whenever you take a townsfolk, you get to influence a card. Okay, back to me. Well, I probably want to take some bonus tiles because I've got this thing now that lets me hit provisions when I do. So the first one, I want a black one. So I'm going to spend my 6, which has a telescope right here. So let me take a space card or a black upgrade tile. Let's go ahead and get the super one. This has every symbol but the telescope. So if I put it on the telescope, then my 6s would have any symbol in the game. But I don't like that as much. I think I like to put it in the middle. And this is going to cost me 3 coins or 2 black influence, which I don't have, so 3 coins. And I also want to get a yellow influence next time, so I need to get 1 more coin to do that. So I think I'm going to stick it on my 4, which covers up a coin. Now I have enough coins. Cool. And remember, anytime I get an upgrade tile, I get a provision. All right. Go over to the AI. Okay, they've got their last red one, so they're going to get their max number of cards before resting. That's good for us. He moves one space. He's going to do his special action here for covering that, which is higher. And his sum is 3, so he's going to take this messenger. All right, then he will do his main action, which is spend 2 yellows. He doesn't have that, so he's going to get 2 yellows. And then he is going to influence a card. He wants to influence a yellow card. Again, sum of 3 puts it here. All right, that's the end of his turn. All right, so I know there's an astronomer that comes with a telescope. I know he's going to go one more action, then he's going to journal. So I am free to place my yellow worker before I journal if I want. Now the only problem is he just stuck his influence right where I wanted to play my worker. So I have the 3 coins. I'd have to give up my provision too. I think it's going to be beneficial enough to do it. So we'll put the yellow worker there. He doesn't get the provision. Instead, he just moves along his track. Provision goes to the bank. My action is to take a yellow tile, so I'm going to spend 3 coins for that because I don't have 2 yellow influence to spend. And which yellow tile do I want? I would like to get one of these that adds or subtracts to my die, because if I put that on the 5 or 3, I could make those super dice as well. So let's do, I think we're going to do this one here. All right, so that gives me a pigeon on one die and a plus on the other. If I put it here, now my 2s have pigeon assets, and my 3s are the same as 4s, which have pigeon, camel, and boats. So by the end of the game, at the very beginning, your dice are a little limited. By the end, if you've got a lot of upgrade tiles, it doesn't matter what you roll. Everything is like every symbol. But I did cover up a provision, and I get a provision for a tile, so that gives me 2 provisions, and I'm nice and set up for after resting to take another explore option. Okay, that's the end of my turn. So AI is going to move 1 space. Spend 2 blue, he cannot, so he's going to add a blue. You can see he goes exploding in the guild influences here, and he's going to take an upgrade tile. He wants to take a green one, and a sum of 2 means he takes the second one. So he's taking this boat, puts it here, and that lets him take a space card. And with a value of 2, he takes this one. So apparently he put his influence on the one he wanted, and then he went and got it. All right, so his turn is over. A new one, we've got another planet out there for the taken. Okay, so it's back to me. I have no dice, no workers, so I have forced to do a rest. You do 3 different things: play a die, play a worker, or rest. So we are forced to rest. The first thing we do is take all our dice back and roll them. And because when we rested, we had 0 or 1 die, it incentivizes you to spend all your die. If you rest early, you don't get bonuses. I get everything at the bottom. So the first thing I get is to journal. And I will go ahead and, I'm gonna go ahead and take the 2 coins. And you don't block journal spaces. He could still go there, anybody could go there, and anybody still gets the 2 coins. The tile doesn't go away, but I do get the green worker because I was the first to get there. So I get that going for me. Then after journaling, I get a coin. Then I get to move an influence. So I will go ahead and move an influence up here. I think I can take these actions in any order. So I think I would have moved the influence first, then I would have journaled, which means I can spend the influence, because I would have had it, to go a second step. And I will, let's stick to the middle. I have 1 yellow upgrade, so I can do this. This gives me a die. You have 5 dice, but 2 of them start locked and are unlocked this way. So I got another 1. And then I also get an endgame scoring tile. What do I think I'm gonna have? Probably a lot of yellow tiles, so let's take that one. And then I attach it to one of my space cards. I only have 1 space card, so that is the only place I can put it. And then I get a provision. We're good there. Okay, so that was my rest phase. Refill here. This one is for having a lot of meteors. You get extra points. Okay. We go over here, and he also is going to rest because he's got 3 of the same color card. First thing he checks is there a meteor in the last card he played? There is. So this goes up 1. Then it shows down here, he's going to hire a townsfolk. Sum of 2, he gets this one. So you can see his primary is townsfolk, and he's getting a lot of those. And then he's going to journal. Because he has mostly red cards, he stays on the bottom track. And that's going to get him a yellow and a blue influence. So he is just crazy high on all these influences. And then if he's behind me, he will spend 1 black influence to go a second journal. If he's even with me, he has to spend 2 black to go a second time. If he's in front of me, he has to spend 3. But he's a pine, and he's again staying on the bottom, so he goes here. Now, whenever he would get a endgame bonus one, we look at over here. So he's going to second from the bottom. Take that one. Those are the most valuable for him, 4 points each. And then he's going to, instead of grabbing a die, he takes a upgrade tile. And again, he wants a green. And again, he wants the second one. So I have lost access to the boat if I wanted it. This covers up an influence on a card. He's going to influence, let's see, he wants to do this one, but there's nothing there, so he'll influence that one. Okay, so he had quite a large rest phase as well. Did a bunch of stuff. So we'll slide those over and slide these down. Okay, so this one needs a lot of stars, and then the new mercenary attaches to a city, gives you a worker when you take that action. Okay, then he also shuffles all this. Okay, and it's back to us. So that was kind of the first round, if you want to call it that. There's a variable number of turns, so it's also hard to compare scores. Don't compare my score to yours, because I could rush the end and have a very low score, or I could wait it, try and delay it as long as possible to try and get the highest score I can. Doesn't really matter. You're just trying to beat the AI score. All right, we have a lot of dice and a green worker. Greens are the most powerful. We have some nice actions up there, including journaling, green tiles, influence in every guild, and taking a space card at a discount. What do I want to do? Well, I've got tons of provisions. I got tons of coins. So what do I want to do? My 5 is kind of my weakest. It really doesn't have anything going for it. But there are a few slots that don't need any assets. This is including hire somebody or taking a green asset. What do I want to do? I like the one that gave me a coin when I did the action, but that's going to happen. So I'm not sure where I want to go. None of these actions seem great. So maybe we start by getting a space card. We could go for meteors. I mean, he's only 1 on his track. This one would give me 2, and then I could get this one, which would really incentivize me for getting more. Or actually, this one's stars. So tons of stars, lots of points. Tons of meteors, lots of points. So I don't know. I kind of want to stall right now, almost like I don't know what I'm doing. Let's look at the journal track. That might give me a guidance. So from where I am now, I either need 1 Vista or 1 Open Water. I have both, so I'm good there. And then from those spots, green upgrade tile I don't have, 2 libraries I don't have, 2 stars I don't have, and 2 observatories I don't have. So I'd be stuck right there. The quickest way for me to rectify that would be taking a star, or taking a green upgrade tile. So let's get stars. I think it's gonna be good. I'm gonna try a meteor game. I've never go all in on meteors. Let's do it. So to get a space card, I need a telescope, which I need to play 6 for. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. I was gonna say, can we even afford it? But yes, we can, because this one only costs 3 coins. So we take that one. We have to put it above either land or water. So if you don't have a space for this to fit, then you can't put it there. I'm just going to put it over here on the land. My guy went and found this like yellow hill and looked up and saw some comet or some meteors or something. I don't know. They have an action of cycle a die. So I can take any die off my board and re-roll it. Well, there's only one die there, so I do that. That's what that symbol means, and that's it. So slide these on over and see what the new one is. Ooh, the sun has come out. Sun on itself is only 3 points. However, if you get the sun and the moon, then both of those are worth 7 each. So going from 6 points to 14 if you have both. Plus you can try and double it. It's really powerful when you get both. In a 2-player game, we're not going to see that whole deck, so it's possible we never see the moon. In a 4-player game, you're likely to see both, but the odds, there's more competition, right, to get it. So very hard. It's kind of like shooting the moon a little bit. Kind of, you know, almost ensures victory if you can pull it off. But everybody knows that. All right, so AI goes. Moving 2, 1, 2. And he's going to place a green. He doesn't have that, so he'll do his primary, higher, and townsfolk. He wants the second one. All right, again, he reserved a rogue, apparently, by putting his influence out there. He telegraphed his play. Okay, scribe, put it on the Vista, and you're gonna get some black influence. That'd be pretty cool. Whenever I take a bonus tile, I would get a provision and a black influence. So maybe we go hire her. Let's do that. So we said our 5 was kind of our weakest. So we can put that on. Oh, we don't have money. They take money to hire, don't they? Yeah, she takes 2 coins. All right. So what do I want to do? I could go to here to get a thing. I mean, the other option. Oh, we were supposed to get stars, weren't we? Okay. I'm going to need more space. I'm going to need more coins. Best way to get coins is right here is 2 coins. Oh, there's right here is 2 coins. Or I can get 2 coins by playing any die. All right, so I think I'm gonna do a green for green. So I'm gonna put this green worker here, which gives me a provision and lets me journal. I can only journal once because I want black influence. So I'm gonna come down. I'm committing here to having stars or observatories to move on. But I get 2 provisions, so we are loaded on provisions again. And then I get this green worker. So spent a green to get a green. Awesome. That was my journal action, so over to AI. They've got a 1. And they're gonna spend 2 yellow influence, which they now have, to take a land card. And they want this one. So they're gonna take this, it comes with a worker and their influence back. And again, they just put it in a face down pile. They don't care about what's actually on the card. It's just basically to deny me. But this is what I wanted. I want this cyclist decks, hopefully can find some cities. Hey, there's a city with a library. We just committed to go down here instead of darn it. That's okay. We're gonna find another star card. We're good. So that is I'm just making sure that's their whole turn. Yep, okay. So for us, I feel like we need to go spend some of these provisions that we have. Now, if I can find a camel that also has a pigeon, I can just draw from this deck. I feel like that's what I want to do. So a camel, a pigeon just happens to be a 4, and I have a 4. So let's do that. Pay 2 provisions. And again, because I have a provision, I can draw from the top of the deck. I draw 3, keep 1. And look at that, we have 2 observatories that came out. I'm not even gonna look at the other one, even though it's really nice whenever you take a star card, you get a provision. So both of these involve taking space cards, but this one is a discount. Oh my gosh, that one's amazing. Yep, doing that one. These go to the bottom of the deck. So that'll slot right there. And now I have the 2 observatories that I'll need to move on. After I get here, I only have one choice, and that is spend a black influence. So if I wanted to journal twice, I'm going to need 2 black influence to go there. Okay, interesting. But this one gives me an action to spend. I have to have a camel and a telescope on the same action, which none of mine do right now. I'm going to have to rectify that with an upgrade tile. But it lets me take a space card at a discount. Really powerful card. I love it. Okay, I'm done. You spend a yellow worker. He's moving 0. The yellow worker is going... Where's he trying to get? Land, right? Yellows can only go here for him. And a sum of 1 means he puts it here. I will give him another higher. Wow, he's just taken all of these guys. Translator finally leaves the opening card that never got taken. And then he also gets to plus or minus a die, which puts an influence out. He wants to influence black right here. The cheap card he got an influence on. All right, so we have a farmer that comes out, makes 1 provision when whenever you put it on the city. So it can be really nice right here. I want that card. Costs 2 money. I need to go get money. Well, this guy moved over, so there are coins here. But I think I need to go get this upgrade tile too, which also costs money if you don't have guild influence. So maybe what I do is I've only got 1 worker, but I don't want to spend a green on the cheap actions. I want to use them on the nice stuff. So I'm going to put him actually up on the mercenary, which just gives me an influence in every single guild hall. I just need it. I'm starving for the influence right now. And there we go. Looking a little better. And that's it. Oh, he's got 3 blue, so he's actually going to do a little early of a rest. Moving 0 spaces. He doesn't have a blue or green, so he's going to do the same action I just did. I had to spend a green worker to do it. That sounds kind of cheap. But we all know the AIs in these games get to cheat. So they can even try to be as good as us, they have to cheat. All right, so we know he's going to journal next time, and he's got the 1, so he's going to journal 2 spaces. Bummer. Let's see. What do I want to do? I got no workers now, so I'm placing dice. I need to get money, so I'm just going to spend my 2 down here to take 2 coins. Kind of sucks. I didn't get a money here when I went here, did I? Because I took a yellow tile. I did not grab the money, so I should have 3 coins now. Okay, that's much better. Can't forget to do things. All right, so that was a quick turn. All right, so for his journal, he does have meter, which is a bummer for us. Then he's going to hire at 0, so he's taking the astronomer. Then he's going to journal, spending influence to go 2 steps, and he's blue, so he's going up. He's going to go up here, get 2 provisions, which just helps him on that track, and then go up again. He wants to take a pink, purplish tile, and we look at this one, it says go to the top to the middle, so he's still in this observatory. Puts that there, that gives him a bonus endgame card. He wants the bottom one. His journal phases are crazy sometimes. And I think that's finally him done. So let's slide a bunch of stuff. And this one's a lot of open water for bonuses at the end of the game. Translator, again, when you rest, you get some guild influence. And shuffle his deck. As much as you can shuffle 6 cards, right? We're gonna mix. You can't really shuffle 6 cards. Okay, back to us. He is now taking the lead, so he's only gonna take 2 steps if he has 3 influence, which he doesn't. So he's only going 1 step next, but it will allow him to take that green worker if we don't get it. But we know we are fine to go here and here. Well, no, we're not, because we have to spend another black influence. Okay. Well, Do any of these reward you with black influence? Not seeing one. This one kind of does when you take the action. That one does when you buy it. So I need to get a telescope. Let's take our 1. Nope. Take our 5 and put it here. Nope, that's not the one I want either. I need a green bonus tile, but I just messed that up big time, didn't I? I place on that there. So, and I don't have a green worker to go get one. If I hired a person, I could get a green worker. So that scribe or that mercenary. Mercenary is really strong. If I attach it to a city or a harbor that I'm going to use a lot. This game has a lot of things to choose between. And I know I want to make this action amazing. So yeah, let's go ahead and hire. I will use my 5. And I'm just going to spend, I need to spend 2 because I want one of the nice ones that has a green worker on it. And let's get the scribe, I think. So this means now, whenever I get an upgrade tile, I'm also going to get a black influence. Cool. All right, I really like that. Because I need black. Okay, we got a vagrant that comes with a camel asset. Okay, so AI, you are gonna spend your yellow worker on 0. You can't spend it here, so you'll move here. That gives you 2 coins, which is 1, 2. So you're gonna hire somebody, plus you get a yellow influence. And you're gonna hire the innermost, right? The 0, yep. So he's gonna finally get a green worker. He's been trying to get that for a while. We've got a merchant that comes with a coin in your vistas. I don't have any vistas with an open merchant slot, or townsfolk slot, sorry. However, we do have a green now, which is what we wanted. So we're gonna put them on this vagrant. So let's take a green for free, and I wanna give either camels to my 6s or telescopes to my 1s. I'm only use a telescope to my 1s. So that will go here, and that gives me a coin. It also triggers this because I took an upgrade tile, which gives me a provision. And then triggers this, which gives me a black influence. Beautiful. I like that. That was great. Strategy planning worked out. Oh, look, he's gonna spend his green worker as soon as he got him. 1, 2. Put this on here. And that gives him an influence in every single thing. Now you might be noticing he's about to run out of influence. If that were me, I would have to move influence instead of place it, but no, he just gets all of purples too, or all of yellows. His are assumed to be infinite. Cheater. Cheater McCheater face. Okay. So now my 1s have camels and telescopes. I can do that. And I get to acquire a space card with a discount. So the only one I can get, even with a discount, is the leftmost one. So I'll pay 2. But I'm also gonna have to pay a provision because there's an influence there. So do that. And since I paid him an influence, he's gonna move. And then I'm gonna put this one here above my city. It's worth 2 points right now because I got 2 cities, but also now I have 2 stars. So I could go that direction if I want to. All right, so that let me do that. Perfect. Okay. And we see points for observatories. I do have 2, so that one's not a bad card for me. But the AI is going to go 1 space, spend 2 blue to take an ocean card. Finally, he gets into the ocean game. He has a sum of 3, which takes this one. Alrighty. We've got a new open water that just gives you immediate coins and pulling back a die. Well, look at me. I've got no dice, no workers, so it is a rest phase for me. And there we go. Now again, let's make sure I take this in the right order. Well, I know I'm just going to get a coin and a provision, so let's just do that right away. All right, then I can move and influence if I wish. I think I'm going to move out of yellow. I'm not going to get the majority. I don't really care about manipulating my die, so I'm moving that up to black. And then I just have, well, I have this one too, which I get a black influence. No, that's not a rest phase. Sorry, that's a, hold on, ignore that. I just have journal left. I'm going to go ahead and spend this so I can go 2 spaces. And if I go up, I would need either a planet or 2 yellow, both of which I don't have. So I need to go down. I do have the 2 observatories. I get a pink tile. Although, if I went here, I could just take the planet and then go up here. Do I want to do that? Because another option is to take this 5-pointer that gives me another meteor, which helps me beat him for majorities. Or I take a city, you know, or even this library. Because there is one where you still want a bunch of libraries. Oh, so hard. So the quest then is, do I want these 2 instead of these 2? 3 cities and 3 meteors is actually much easier for me to get. 3 harbors, I only have 1, 2 blues, I don't have any. So I still want to go down. So I'm not going to go up. I will take the, let's take the meteor, because then I have 3 and I can go that way. All right, so I'm taking this one. And I can put this anywhere. It's kind of a dead space wherever I put it. So let's just go ahead and get a provision. I'd rather get a coin, but no, provision. I was like so interested in getting a coin. All right, and we paid for the second thing, but now I also have to pay that black influence to go across this to get 2 blue. I'm the first to get here, so I'll take that green worker. Awesome. And that is the end of my journal phase. Okay, or my rest phase. He's gonna keep going without resting, so there's 1 coin here. Spend 2 yellow to take a land card. Sum of 2 makes him take this one. The new one is a city with a library that lets you journal. Oh, this is a promo card. It's the strongest card in the game. It's the only card that has 2 primary actions that you can do for 1. So you're going to journal and you're going to take a land card in any order, either order. So I want to get that one right now. I'm not even going to let it sit around with the option that he might take it. And he would only take it if his sum was 4 and there's no 3. So I know he's not going to take it, but I must have it. So again, I need to go somewhere with a camel. That is either a 1 or a 4. I don't have that. Well, I have 1s. So I'll go ahead and spend that there. 2 provisions. Coin in return, plus the yellow card. I will take this one. It's a city which I need, and it's a very powerful action, so we will get that. No, nothing triggers, so we just go flip that. This one is a harbor to get yellow influence. Or no, whenever you take a harbor, you get yellow. That's what it is. All right, AI is moving 2, so he almost got to 4, but not quite. 1, 2, he's gonna hire a green for crossing this threshold. 3 gives him this guy, the Vagrant. That's the one I wanted, bummer. I guess I should have got that one first, huh? I was more in dire need than this one. He's then going to spend 2 black, which is good for me because now he won't journal twice because he's about to journal. He's only going to journal once. But then he's going to take a space card though. And a 3 gives him this one. Oh, he took the sun. So we're not going sun and moon strategy, but we don't have to worry about him. He doesn't care what's on the card. All right, so next time he's going to rest. Oops, this should have been here. And that is a point for every endgame scoring card you have, and you get to take immediately one when you buy it. Cool. All right, I've got a green, but I've also got a 1. I need an action that has camel and pigeon, which is only 4s. Oh no, my 3s count as 4s, so I can do that. Can I journal twice? Am I any close to that? I have my 3 meteors. I have my 3 cities. So either way, 4 cities, I only have 3. 4 harbors, I have 1. 4 townsfolk, I have 3. So I might want to go get a townsfolk first. Are there any that synergize pretty well? And that farmer is really nice to put here because then it's kind of good. It gives you a discount. Although I'm not hurting for provisions. I don't have a vista to stick the merchant under. I could put the adventure under the harbor and then any die can come here. Maybe I do that. He's only 1 coin. All right, let's do that. So I'm gonna spend a, ooh. I need my 1, I need my 3. So I guess I'm spending a 6 to hire. And that's gonna cost me 1 coin to get the adventurer. Stick him right under here. I'll attempt to stick him right under there. There he goes. Okay. So now let's assume this action already has a boat, so I can place any die there to get my ocean cards. I like that. Okay. Just a hunter. Weakest guy in the game. I hate him. You'll never see me as him. Okay. AI is going to rest. So does he have a meteor? He does not. Cool. He's going to hire 3, so he's taking this merchant. And then he's going to journal. He doesn't have any black, so he only gets to 1 space. He's got more red, so he's going to join me right here in getting 2 blue. Okay. Mix. And restock. Farmer gives you a coin in your cities. Oh, wow. I could get basically a 2 coin discount when I'm taking space cards. I gotta get him. I don't have the ability to. Unless there's a card that gives you a bonus, hire a guy. This one, if I had a worker, but it's already blocked. I'm not seeing anything. All right, so I can't get him yet. Although there is right here. If I could journal twice and get there. And what was I saying? Oh no, I can. Look at that. I have 3 cities and I have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 guys, and that would give me a free. Wow, let's do it. All right, so we're doing that with this one here. Placing it on the farmer, because I'm planning to take him in a minute. I get a provision and I get to journal, and I'm gonna spend a black to go 2 spaces. The first thing I'm gonna do is come down, because I have 3 cities. I get my last die, which I'll roll. Whoa, explosion into our influence. We got a 5 out of that. And then I get an endgame scoring card. Let's put it on. We have 3 meters, we're halfway there. We have 2 libraries, we're halfway there. We have 2 stars, we're not really close. And open water 1. So I think we're gonna, let's try and incentivize us to get more meteors. And we'll put it on the meteor card. So now if we get the most meteors, this one is worth 8 on its own. Okay, so we really need to get meteor cards now. And there's none out there. Whatever. At least I'm winning. I have 3, he has 2. So that was my endgame scoring card. All right, now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, so I can do that. That lets me take this green worker. It gives me a free hire, which I'll take this farmer that I just put the green worker on. Oh, it's brilliant. And I will add him to the promo card. Yep. It's not, no, this is not the promo card. This is the space card. But now I get a coin, and I get a coin discount when to acquire space cards. Whew, love it. That was a brilliant turn, if I do say so myself. Okay, these need to shift. And that's 5 cities. I'm really close to that one, actually. I've got 3, okay. Before I get to the AI, let's look at what we need. 4 stars or 3 open water. We have 2 stars and 1 open water. So we're a little bit stuck right now. We did get a kind of a hefty lead on him. But we know that we can acquire space cards relatively easily for the rest of the game. We just need something to put them above. Okay, cool. What are we gonna do with the AI? He is going 0 spaces, placing a green worker on this one. And he's gonna take a space card, and he wants the cheapo. Okay. Come on, meteor. Nope, it's a big planet. Oh, it's Jupiter. Cool. Jupiter is up for grabs. For us, I've got lots of green workers. I could take a green tile or journal. I can't journal, so that's not gonna help. But if I ever need like just a symbol, I can always go get one. So 5s are kind of weak. We use it to get coins if we need. And I think I do need. But I could go 3. No, that's journal. Maybe I'll go get a water card. Yes. Yes. Okay. I have a plan. Okay. So what has a boat right now? 3s have boats. Yep. 3s go in here. 2 provisions. And I'm going to take this one. It's open water card. It doesn't have any links associated, which might have been a bad move. But no, I'm going there. I get the blue worker that was on it, and I'm immediately going to take an endgame scoring card. And I'm going to add, let's go for the 5 cities. Let's go for stars. Yeah, let's try and get lots of stars. And we'll double our city score. Cool. I'm liking my tableau. It's looking pretty good. But you can see there's a star card up there that gives you an endgame scoring and then gives you points for every endgame scoring. So it's worth 4 right now, and I'm going to get another one at the end of the game. This one's a lot of vistas, which we don't really have. AI. Right, I'm done. Just making sure I didn't have anything trigger off open water. No. Okay, 2. Whoops. 1, 2. He wants to place a green. He doesn't have it, so he's going to hire. 2 takes this translator. Now he has a green. We got a scholar, gives you blue influence on the city or harbor. Okay. This should have refilled as well. It's hard to remember to refill. You're looking at so many other places. Free blue upgrade tile. I really like that one. Maybe I should have taken the one that gives me open water, but I could take it later. I need money. How can I get money? This one actually gives me 2 money. And pulls back a die. I could just place a yellow or green workers. It would have to be green to get money here. I can get money here. No, it's up there's money. I don't know. There is, both of these have a money discount. If I somehow get that on my 1, then I'm acquiring space cards basically with a 3 coin discount. I must get that. So let's do that. I don't have enough coins. I have blue influence though. So we're gonna place the blue here. That lets me take a blue tile, and I'll spend the 2 blue influence instead of the $3. Take that one. So I'm going to put it right here. So now my 2s count as 3s, which count as 4s. And my 1s give me a discount. I did cover up a provision space, so I get that. All right. And I did just take a tile, which triggers this, which gives me another provision. And I get a black influence. Yeah. Working those combos. Okay. Over here, 1 space, 2 yellow influence, take a yellow land. He wants its sum of 3, which is this one. That's okay. The new one is a library city that lets you take black upgrade tiles or give you 2 black influence. That one's a really strong one. Okay, well, I have 1 coin, but if I spend a 1 here, my 1s give me a 1 discount. This one has a 1 discount, and I get a coin, which I'll immediately spend, so I can acquire anything that costs 4. So I'll take this one, put it right there, and that lets me take an endgame score, or no, an endgame scoring card right here. And I'm gonna take the, what's more powerful right now, the open waters? Yeah, we'll take the open water one. Cool. And I got nothing that triggers off that. No. Okay. All right, so points for townsfolk that you've hired. This one gives you points per blue tile. And I've actually got 1 of every color, so don't have a majority in any of those. Here we go. He's moving 1 space. He's spending 2 blue to take a water card. His sum is 2, which is this one. Good, that's not the one I wanted. I've now got a harbor that lets you take workers and get provisions. My 5, what can my 5 do? Basically get a green tile or coins. Coins is not bad. My green, I could get influence, I could get a green tile, or I could journal. Am I a spot where I could journal yet? No, I need 1 more open water or 1 more star. And then when I get to here, 7 upgrades, I've got 5 right now. 3, I've got 2 observatories, and he already took the one free one there. What if I took stars so then I could take vistas? No, I've only got 1. So I need to get more upgrade tiles. That kind of settles it. Let's go there. Take a free green. Let's give, I was thinking our 5s. We want to give 5 something, right? Because right now they got nothing. And I would like it to have a pigeon. So let's take the pigeon one, put it on the 5. That lets me move an influence. So I'm just gonna put it on black. Black's the most powerful, and I can, yeah, I've grabbed a majority there now, so that's good. When I take a tile though, I get a provision, and I get a black influence. Yeah. And that is it, okay? They're moving 2, 1, 2. They're spending 2 black, they don't have it, so they'll get a black. And then they're going to get a townsfolk 3. Oh, they're racking in the workers right now. But they will rest next turn. Next townsfolk is a scholar, gives you yellow influence. Okay. Now my 5 has a pigeon, so I could place it here to take a worker. That's what I was thinking. I could take that green worker back. Or I could place it here to take another green tile or get 2 coins. Or I could just place this green worker. I need another tile, right? I want to have 7 tiles. But I also need money. So let's do the 5 here and get 2 coins. Okay. You are going to rest. You do not have a meteor. Great news for us. You're going to hire the third. And then you're going to journal. You have red ones. You're going to spend this because you're behind and go down. Oh, he's actually going to take the shortcut. Okay. He wants the second one of these. And then he gets the die, which gives him a tile. He wants a blue tile on 3. He goes 1, 2, no. 1, 2, 3. Takes that one. So he hasn't taken a lot of tiles. That's nice for us. He's going to get black influence and influence a card. He wants to influence blue cards. Counting 1, 2, 3. Okay, did we do everything? I felt like we missed something. Oh, then he journals again. That was the second thing he does. And he's going, because he's got red, he's going down. And this is kind of a shortcut, so he's actually going to get in front of us now. And he's going to take the bottom middle. So he took the library one. Lets him influence another card. And he's going to put it here. Nope, move to the next one. All right, so he's out in front, but that means he's going to slow down because he's going to have 3 now, and he's nowhere close to that. All right, so he shuffles. I'm going to replace all this crap he's pillaged. This one's points for observatories. We would need 4. We've got 2, so not a big help there. Am I meeting all these? I definitely need 2 open waters. I need 2 stars. I need 3 meteors. And I need 2 more upgrades. Wow, none of my doublers right now are enabled. And the game is coming to a close, so I need to work on that. All I have is a green worker. I have tons of provisions, so I could do one of these that lets me take 3 of the top. It's more expensive because you have to pay 3, but you don't have to use a die, so that's why it's nice. And I think that's what I want to do. Land or water, though? I think it's going to be water. So we're going to need to, we have to pay, let's pay a provision to him. And then we're going to spend 3 provisions to take 3 cards here. I'm looking for a good open water card. There's only 1. Oh, this is not bad. This is immediately take the top card of the deck and immediately take another land. So I get 2 lands for taking this 1 water. That is really nice. Cool. It's another promo card, so I guess it's powerful. Or supposed to be powerful. But promo cards may be a little bit cheaty playing solo because he doesn't know that they're have a little extra power. He doesn't prioritize them in any way. So I just get the top, which is a city observatory. That is really cool. It lets me take space cards. And then I get to take another one of the visible ones. And remember, I'm looking for, well, I have 3 observatories now, so I'm covered here. I have 7 tiles there. But then at the end game, 7 meteors, no, 5 harbors, no. So I might want to go up 3 vistas. What am I going to be doing? Taking harbors? Not really. Taking those, maybe. I don't need that. That's a pretty nice action. Take a black tile or take 2 black influence. I think I'm going to take this one only because it has the yellow worker and because I get to immediately recall a die. But the cities were the point. So that's all. Makes that one really nice too. And there's observatories. Having 4 observatories. Oh, yeah, I gotta go this way. Never mind, I'm taking this one. So put that yellow worker back. Okay. Now the thing about this is there's points at the end game for having sets of the 4 primary. So you need 1 city, 1 vista, 1 harbor, and 1 open water. Well, I've only got 1 harbor and 1 vista, so I'm only gonna get 5 points there. So I think I'm better just specializing in open water in cities. I mean, I just got another city observatory coming right behind it. Okay. What was I doing? Oh, yeah, we did the green. No, I didn't. I did the green here. Yes, which let me take 2 things. Okay. We paid for it, so we're good. Okay. AI, moving 0, placing a green worker. And you can't go here, so come here. Influence in every guild. Turnover. Okay. For me, I have no workers, no dice, so I will be resting. All right, got a good different amount of numbers. No 1s, though. That's unfortunate. I've done the reroll. Now I get a coin and a provision. I get a move and influence, or I got to move and influence. I think I like it where it is, so we'll leave that there. And now I get to journal. I have 3 open waters, so we're coming down because I don't have 4 stars. That gives me a pink tile. I can think about endgame here. I think I need the 2 meteors because I want to get to 6 so that I even get a doubled, and then there's a 7 right here. Because I'm not going to get 5 harbors. I could just sneak in here. It's kind of the weaker one, but I could. But no, I'm going to need the 2 meteors. So I'll take that. And let's just place it here. Okay. Then we will go ahead and pay. Yeah, I was going to say he's got 2 blue, so when he rests, he's going to go to the end, whether I'm in front of him or not, or even with him. So we might as well spend 1 to go ahead and move forward. I have 7 tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just got the 7th. That's perfect. I get to spend or influence 2 cards. I'm going to influence the ones I want, which is that one and probably this one. Okay, that was my 2 influence, and I've done everything part of my rest, so we're done. Okay, so I only need 1 more journal to end the game. I can end it at any time I want with my 6 and just move over. Well, not any time. I do need 7 meteors or 5 harbors or to spend a black. So I guess, yes, anytime I could just do that. I'm nowhere close to 5 harbors, so that ain't gonna happen. So I need meteors. Now there's no way to go through the black deck except for like 1 or 2 cards that let you take top 3. And then those have not come out yet. There's somewhere in 1 in here, 1 in here. So we're a little bit stuck. It's more just if he decides at the end of the game and I can't, then I might just go in there to get the influence. All right, so he's gonna move 2 spaces, which lets him hire. He's gonna take this one. He's hired so many people this game. Oh, he's gonna spend his 2 black influence, or yeah, his 2, not my 2. And he's gonna take a space card, which is good for us. It's gonna cycle them. And he's taking 2. That's kind of the one I wanted. It was points per observatories. Bummer. I didn't influence it, so it's not mine. But we're gonna see what comes out. Oh, these should move down. Merchant. Don't really need it. Another planet. Wow, planets have actually shown that they're kind of worth it because the more planets you have, the more points those are each worth. So I should just start taking space cards as much as I can. But I know to get my nice super discount, I need a 1. which means I would need a yellow guild. Bummer. And there's no way to really... Well, I could put a minus on my 2. Is there a way to get a minus? I think there is. If I get this one, then my 2s count as 1s. Yeah, we want that. All right, how do we get a yellow tile? We need green or yellow worker. How do we get a green or yellow worker? Take this one or that one. I might as well hire the farmer. Sure, let's do it. I don't know. He's not gonna be super nice because I can't really journal much. But he is okay, we could put it on this space card. This one's full price. Put on that one. Yeah, I think that's it, because I don't really care about this card. Oh, that is retrieve a die, so I can place a die and take it back. Ah, this is so hard, so many things to do, and I don't have a lot of time to do them. I would just prefer not to spend all my money getting these space cards. So, yeah, I think I will hire that farmer. No, he costs 2 money. I don't want to spend 2 money just to get a worker. What about getting this guy? I'd have to pay influence. Okay, well, let's think about this. We need another open water, and we need another stars. There are stars available. I actually need 2 stars. And meteors. And yellow upgrades. There's too much to do. Just looking at cards to see what some of their like instant abilities are. But none of them are really good. So I think I have to get this open water card. I think, but yeah, this is gonna be my best bet. But let's hire first, because then I can get the money right back. Okay, got a plan. Using my 5 here to hire this farmer. He gives me the green, he costs 2 coins, and he must be tucked under a city. So let's put him... Oh, that might be my final action. So yeah, let's put it there. It's fine, whatever. The main point was to get the green worker. All right. AI. I really only have 2 or 3 turns left. He's moving 1 space, spending 2 influence. I like when he spends his influence right at the end of the game. He's going to take a land tile. He's taking 1, 2, 3. This one. Okay. For us, there is still 3 points sitting there. We needed a yellow tile. That's the whole point of this. So we were coming here. We were going to take this subtractor to make my 2s count as 1s. Or 3s, which count as 4s. I like that. But I get to place out an influence because I covered up an influence thing. And I will place the influence on... I've got an open water card. I guess I'll just put it on the cheapest one. That way if he takes it, I get a coin. Although he's at a 1. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Oh, he's already got his space card out. So he's likely going to hire. I'm trying to figure out how I can get money, because I need money. And if I can figure out where he's going to put a guy, I can get money. So he's either going to take blue or he's going to take green is probably his action. And we know he likes to do that anyway, so let's put it here. Not a card I want at all, just hoping he tries to take it and gives me a coin. So I placed a tile, which gives me a provision and a black influence. Okay. And he's placing a green worker. We might get lucky. It is. Hey, he's putting it here. I'll take a coin, please. Nice. And the reward for him is to take a space tile. So he's going to take space anyway. And he's taking this one. Which is good. We want him to cycle his deck for us so we can find more meteors. That's not a meteor. And it's actually a really crappy card because it's a Vista. Ugh. Point for blue upgrade tiles. I've got one. These all suck. Dang it. All right, so his turn is over. Yep, my turn. I want to go get this open water card here. So I need a boat. Boats are on my 2, 3, 4s. So I'll place the 4 there. 2 provisions. Take a blue, take this one. Immediately lets me place influence on a card. Let's just keep doubling down on these. Cool. Or he might take a blue. Let's put it here. Just to, now we're covered either way. Cool. And then it also gives me 2 coins, and it lets me retrieve a die. Both of these, I don't know if I'm planning on taking that action again, but let's take this one. I was hoping to roll a 1. Cool. That's done. Open water worth 3 coins. That's a pretty nice one. AI. So he's going to rest next turn and trigger the end of the game. No, he's not. He doesn't have any black influence. He's placing green, and he's going to go here. Oh, dang it. I should have left it up there. Oh, well. Now he puts an influence in everyone. And now he will end the game. Dang it. I could have, if I had an influence there, I could have paid a coin or provision to force him to go to the next one. Ah, darn it. I would have only thought about that. Okay, well, so he's going to end the game next turn, and then I'll get 1 turn. So I have 2 turns left. I have 2 of my yellows, not 3. I have 5 of my meteors, not 6. I have 3 of my stars, not 5. I do have the 4 open water, so this one's going to score a double. But if I want another doubler card, I need a space card. So I have to get a space right now. I will pay my 2, which counts as a 1, right here. I'll get a coin, and I can buy any space tile for 2 discount. I guess we'll get a planet. Just get Jupiter there. So it's only going to cost me 1 coin. Does give me a yellow influence right away, which ties me in the guild. Come on, meteor. Hey, it is a meteor, but it's only 1. Well, it does give me the 6, right? Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that will put me at 6. So that doubles there, and I'm going to be beating him. Why did I want 7? Oh, because of this. That's why I wanted 7. So I'm not going to be able to get to the end, the really nice things, which is get another. Oh, I need that tile. Shoot, and the pink. That's going to cost me like 10 points. That's a big, big bummer that I didn't plan that out better. But we just didn't have meteors come out. Okay, so he rests. He doesn't have a meteor. He will hire somebody. And he's going to hire this one. Okay, then he's going to journal. He has blues, so he's coming down. He was behind, so he'll spend 1 black influence to go again. And he's actually going to take the one that I was going to try and take anyway. So even if I did get 2 more meteors, he would have blocked me off. He does influence 2 cards as he goes past that. He wants to influence green cards, and there's only 2 without influence, so no choice there. And then his bottom here is 2 blue influence, which he just overwhelmed the blue guild. I don't really care. He does take a pink tile. He wants the top left. That gives him a space card. And with the space card, he's taking 2. And that is the end of his turn. Okay. So I have 1 more turn, because he's triggered the end now. Oops, that was the wrong way. Envoy is really powerful. If it was a double meteor, I was kind of like... But, I mean, this one is still going to be worth 4 points to me. And it's an immediate journal. So I could get the space card and journal. Oh yeah, that's going to work out. Okay, that's going to look really nice. So I need something that gives me a space card. I could play a 6, or I could play a 1 or a 2. Right? No, I just need anything with a... No, yeah, I need something with a... that, but I would rather have this. So Camel Telescope is a 1 or a 2, so I'm going to pay the yellow influence to make this for a 2. Put it here. They'll get me a space card. I have to pay full price for it, but I have 4 coins. So I can get any of these. I think this is my most powerful one. Right there. And then that comes with a black influence. So I'll definitely win majority there. And it also makes me journal. I don't qualify for this one, so the only thing I can do is spend a black influence to go here, which then gives me 2 influence, which I'll put in yellow and take over majority on that guild. And that's the end of the game. Woo, baby. That was fun. I had some amazing turns there, and then we kind of petered out toward the end where we just couldn't push us over the edge and get those really nice points that we were hoping for. Okay, so let's score the AI first, and then we'll see if we beat him. The first thing he scores is his cards. So every green card he has is 1 point. Oh my gosh, that's like the whole deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 points from green. Then 2 for every land and water. So 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27. Then he's going to score 3 for space, 30, 33, 36, 39, 42, 45. And then 4 for each of these. 49, 53, 57. Then he's going to score for these tiles here, 58, 59, 64, plus 3 is 67, plus 5 is 72. He then has 1 majority, so he's going to get 3 points for that. So his final score is 75 points. That seems like a lot. That's the most I've seen him score. But again, I think the game moved at about an average pace. But 75 is going to be tough to beat. Let's see if we can beat it. I want to make sure I'm scoring everything. Same way as the multiplayer game. All right, so first we do our primary tags, space cards, caravan, majorities. Our primary tags, how many cities do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is worth 8. Woohoo! How many vistas do we have? 1. That's worth none. How many harbors do we have? 1. That's worth none. And how many open water? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's worth 5. So we're 13 points from those. Then we know we only have 1 set, so that's only 5. So we did really bad with scoring on our primary tags because we're getting 18 points only from those. Hopefully we make up with space guards, but I don't think we will. So 18 from that. Then we score our caravan. So 19, 24, 29. Then let's look at the space cards. So this one, we have the most things, so this one's 4. So 33. This one's just going to be worth 2. So 35. This one, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. And we're going to get the double, so that's 8. Now I just forgot our score. 39. Oh, man. We had 18. 29. Okay, 33, 35. Okay, then 8 more is 43. We have 5 cities, and we don't get to double it. No, so just 5. 48. This one is 4. We do get to double it, so it's 8. So 56. This one, we do not get to double, and it's worth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. 62. 2 majorities there, 6 more, so 68. So we are losers, 75 to 68. 68 is a pretty good score, but we definitely would have won if we could have snuck in here and forced him to take that, I think. Well, I don't know. If we could have maybe arranged this better here, if we'd gone up. We don't have the 3 vistas. I don't know. But if we could have got that card or a pink card, I think we would have won. But as it is, we did not succeed. Guys, let me know what you thought about that playthrough. If I made any rules mistakes in counting or placing or anything, make sure you put a comment and a timestamp so everybody else can learn from my mistakes. And let me know if you liked this game. If you did, you should probably go out and check out, see if it's coming to retail and pick it up for Christmas. I have not paid to say that. I just really like Shem's games and want to support him as much as I can because they are amazing games. Like my channel, subscribe, help my channel grow so we can get more games on it, make more videos. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.